wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show, so start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason, talks like a spaz, and he'll have to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Alrighty, hello and welcome to the KVJ Show. It is Thursday. What's going on, y'all?
Good morning.
Good to see you, Virginia.
You too.
Love the electric jacket you got on today, Bird.
Wow.
KVJ YouTube.
That is looking good, my friend.
Go ahead, touch it.
Wow.
That's enough.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird in-between day. I don't even know what to do with this climate that is going on. I'm kind of seesawing all over the place. I kind of dress like it was probably 20 degrees colder than it is. And I look at Jaybird's jacket, and that looks almost like something you wear on a ski slope. I just don't even know where to be these days.
I did wake up not knowing if there was going to be an iguana falling on my head.
Yeah, I know. I just don't even know what to predict.
It's very menopausal right now.
Yes. So, I mean, honestly, normally we have pretty standard, predictable weather, for the most time. You know what it is. I mean, you'll get those rain showers in the summertime. The winter, it's typically just a temperate temperature. But boy, they're talking maybe rain today. And that temperature right now, it's like in the 50s. So it's a little bit cool, but I guess the temperature is going to be dropping. So when I heard that on the news this morning, I'm like, I don't know what to expect. Like, what does that mean? Like, it's going to be dropping.
I'm twisted.
I'm not sure the news knows.
I don't know either, because then I looked at my weather app and it really kind of contradicted what they had said. I swear I heard them say, well, get rid of the temperature's going to be dropping. I'm like, okay. So I put on a heavy coat. Then I looked at my app on the way out the door when I already had the heavy coat on. I'm like, it's not going to be cold.
It did kind of jump to 47 degrees to 70.
Yeah.
In a quick moment.
It is all over the place. I'm really having a hard time trying to figure it out. So, and honestly, just now you can look. It just quit. My weather app just quit. It just said, you know what? It's like, screw it. I don't know either.
It gave up.
It just said, don't look at me. I have no idea.
South Florida's too unpredictable for it.
Yeah, we're gonna stop with you guys. So, if I do remember right, it's going to be probably in the 50s, depending upon whether you deem that to be cold or not. I think we're going to get into the 60s. So a little bit of a dip in temperature, but then it's going to be heating up. I saw about a week from now, we're going to be in the high 70s.
Okay.
So get ready for that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Toad weather.
Yeah. So that shiny ski jacket, Jaybird's going to make you sweat next week.
Oh, I'll still wear it in the heat.
It'll still be cold in this room.
Yeah. I tell you, they get you all the time. You go to bed, everything's peaceful and right with the world. You wake up, your phone has been updated. Then that day is going to be one roller coaster ride.
I'm just like learning a new language over here. Like, what? Why did that button move?
Well, it's, to me, the anxiety that I get when I wake up and I realize that my phone has updated itself, because I know the entire day is going to be chaotic. And I'm going to be trying to figure it out. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be lost. I'm not going to know how to operate anything. I'm going to miss appointments. My whole day is going to fall apart. And Denny's, I guess you figured out that there was an issue when your mom misplaced her phone and you were trying to find it.
Yeah, she just did that new Apple update where the OS changed, and it deactivated her Find My iPhone.
Oh, no.
Out of all features to deactivate, and then she misplaced it the next day.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so it didn't show up on the thing. We've had it set up forever, it's just so weird. But I go, what do you think caused this? I go, you've always had that on, and all of her other devices are on there. Mm-hmm. She goes, I don't know. She's like, I did the update last night or whatever, and I go, oh my gosh, it deactivated your Find My iPhone.
But those are the kind of things it should let you know. It should give you a list of, hey, and first of all, why would it do that? Wouldn't it be able to read that if you have those selected in your phone, when it upgrades, it should reselect what you had selected? Why would it switch it? Why have you changed your mind?
And who knows what it defaults back to, and all the things that you haven't noticed yet that you had, that you wanted as features, and now you don't realize that you don't have them anymore until you need them.
And that's not a menu you look at a lot either. You have to go through two menus to get to it. So, of course, she never did that and looked.
Never.
So, and she didn't think it would be deactivated. But one time, one of the old OSs, it was while I was working at the show when we were in the other studio at the other end of the hall, I was about 40 minutes late to work because when I used to have that feature, update my phone while I sleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
It deactivated all of my alarms. It turned off every alarm. So I will never do an update during the weekdays, and I will never use that feature. I just update it manually at 2 p.m.
Dude.
By the way, we call that the stained studio. A lot of stains in
Yeah,
there.
the old Stain Studio.
That is so uncool, Apple.
Oh my gosh. Luckily, my alarm's like 2 hours before the show starts. So I slept in an extra 45 minutes. I woke up in a panic. I just ran in here.
It's a great way to start the day.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm trying to figure out what it is. So these brilliant tech people that have designed these amazingly powerful smartphones, are they just too dumb to realize that, hey, you might want to still keep your alarms on and things of that nature? Or is this a way that they get back at us? And is that their own little private troll where they're like going, this is great. We're going to drop this thing tonight. And we know millions of Americans are not going to wake up tomorrow on time.
Yeah, millions of Denny's are going to be 45 minutes late for work. And they're laughing.
Believe it or not, there are some monsters that would love that.
I agree. And I'm honestly leaning that is what's going on right now. I think they must know, be like, how funny. Let's reset everyone's functions when we do this update. And they will, all of America, we know, will be lost. And then they probably go on 4chan or Reddit or wherever people complain. And they probably read those threads. And they're saying, Doug, check this one out.
They're sitting there petting their hairless cat, laughing at us.
Oh, 4chan. It's basically hell on earth.
Yeah, something to it. So there you go. So just in case you have gotten an update lately, I guess you got to check everything.
I'd say a PSA, anytime you do an update, just make sure Find My iPhone is on. That thing is such a lifesaver because it helps you find it immediately. We ended up using if you have the Apple Watch, you can beep your phone. We walked around for 45 minutes just beeping that button until we finally heard it. Wow. So we think maybe Lachlan, when they were walking, might have just accidentally... Well, so in the bottom, there's a basket on the stroller, and he was looking for his stuff. I think he might have been looking through it, and he was just tossing things out.
Checking the phone.
Next
In
to
the
a canal.
bushes.
Yep. It wasn't in a normal spot, so that's what it had to have been.
Oh my gosh, you're so lucky you found it.
Oh. Would have been heartbroken.
It's a nightmare.
So I got a couple of texts here because I only have known the world of iOS and Apple. One person said that is why many years ago I switched to Android. Android updates do not do these things. But then another text from somebody else, CF, said, my Android updated overnight once and turned all the alarms off also. I have the auto update off now.
Same here. I turned that off. I just do it manually. I'm not taking the risk.
But it doesn't still answer the question. Why do they reverse all the personal choices you've made when you do an update? Can't they put something in the auto update that says maintain all the selections that have happened?
That makes too much sense, Kevin.
I think they're deliberately trying to drive us mad.
I think that's the only answer.
They know better.
Right.
They have to know better. They have to have some sensibility.
All these years, they've never made that a consideration that, wow, we're going to wreck people's days when we turn off all their alarms and the Find My Phones. And all
who
that
knows
stuff.
what they put on your phone with that update that you don't even know about.
Tons of stuff.
Because we don't know how to go in there and look and see. Here's what changed.
Yeah.
Can you just give me a list? Here's everything that we changed on your phone.
You can look at the list. They just make it boring so that people don't look at it.
Right, yeah.
I think the problem is they don't test this stuff now. We're the test. When they drop that update, we're the ones testing it. They used to have a beta testing team that would test all that stuff. So I think it's just we're the ones testing it.
Cutbacks? They fired the beta testing
That's what
team?
it feels like to me. I think I've noticed that with a lot of software. They just let you mess it up, and then they take your complaints, and then they fix those complaints.
You're the testing team, and you're paying for the phone.
So they released all their guinea pigs, and now we're it.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think a lot of the times they do these updates, they try to look at as much stuff as they can, but they don't have the team for it. So they release it to the public, let us complain, and then they fix it.
Yeah. Well, on that,
Great customer service.
I think that's how they're doing it now.
what are things that stress you out way more than it should? When you really start thinking about it, when you start feeling anxiety and you start feeling stressed out, what are those little things? And they may not be major stressors, but there are a lot of other things that I think just kind of start to add up. And if you realize, they talk about all the decisions that you have to make in the course of a day. And there is a little bit of stress to that. I know it's a decision, but you're also thinking about, okay, am I thinking it through? Even just deciding what to wear to work. I know that's been one of the biohacks that people have come up with, trying to figure out either wearing the same thing or laying out your outfit ahead of time so you don't have to think about it. Because honestly, when the weather changes, or let's say you had a business meeting that you didn't count on and you're not dressed appropriately for it, those are all the little things that kind of add stress to your day.
All right, if you wear the same thing every day, get ready to get heckled in the chat room. And Kevin, switch it up.
Exactly, and that adds to stress as well.
I don't care. Call me Steve Slobs.
That's it, yeah. So when you start thinking about what are those little things that kind of add up that you're like, yeah, you know what, that does stress me probably way more than it should be. Some people, it's deciding what to have for dinner. And for me, I love a lot of things in my life, just the way that we have to run and what we have to do. I have tried to do that. When I do the ideal nutrition, I got the meals right there. I don't think about it. It's just there. I go through the menu. I've got enough options. Well, I couldn't even imagine if you had a blank canvas, and those people who really get into it, I know you have to enjoy it, but I never was someone who was a chef or really got into it. So it was a stressor for me to be like, oh gosh, I got to eat, but I want to eat healthy. What am I going to eat? I can't cook anything.
You sound like a man who's never gone down the road of Uber Eats, because it does stress you out.
Yes. And from what you tell me, Uber Eats sounds stressful as well.
Financially.
Well, financially, and then are they going to put your food too close to your door and you're going to knock all your sodas and food over?
I posted something on our Instagram yesterday. I don't know if you saw it on our Insta story. This guy took a hidden video of an Uber Eats driver. He's sitting in the driver's seat. He unpacks the food that he's about to deliver, takes off his shoe, rubs his shoe on their food, and then closes the container and puts it back in the bag and puts his shoe on.
Did you see the person's face?
Yes.
Those are the kind of things that I think law enforcement should go after, and that is a food tampering. I believe there might be, that's a pretty serious charge.
They got his license plate and everything, so I know it went viral because I saw that come up on my feed. I hope they are able to pursue charges against him.
Yeah.
He rubbed his shoe on their food.
We need to publicize that.
I accept the fact that there's probably toenails and hair I've eaten that I didn't ask for just because some people are monsters.
Yeah, honestly, what we eat every day, you probably don't think about, but it's a stressor. You know, whether you're ordering your food or whether you're trying to make it, what you're going to have for dinner, lunch, whatever is a stressor. Replying to messages. That to me is one of my bigger stressors. And I realize because I am going to bed, usually laying in bed, I'm like, all right, I'm going through that checklist and I do everything I have to do. Because if you forget one thing, the house is on fire, it's burnt down.
Kevin, you're such a dork. You're an idiot. Why can't you answer me back?
What happens is if you miss one thing that takes you 3 to 5 minutes, it will now take you 30 to 50 minutes to correct it.
And if somebody calls you a dork, they're actually kind of a dork.
You're right, yes. Yeah, so that's one thing. Just going through all the messages on all the platforms that you have, and it is really tough. And the big stressor for me is all the unwanted messages. Every day, I'm hitting that block sender and all that stuff because I realize I can't keep up with all the stuff I don't want to see to the stuff I have to see.
And it gets lost in the shuffle.
I don't understand it because I'm blocking all of these accounts that send me emails, and then the next day they've sent me another email. I'm like, I just blocked you yesterday. How are you still? Is this
You can't block anybody.
I started real. I'm like, why do they even have a feature that doesn't work?
The one thing that stresses me out is when someone says, yes, we'll be out at your house or your apartment from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Hopefully you'll be there.
Right.
And then you go, guys, I work. What kind of model is this?
Who can be home from 10 to 6?
Nobody can unless you were in the 50s.
That's insane.
Yeah. I had a delivery person who was supposed to show up yesterday starting after 2 p.m. and it was like 11:30 a.m. I was not appropriate, and they showed up.
And you
and
had your...
Hey.
I had this.
You had your birthday suit on?
Well, it wasn't quite that, but it's not how you would typically want to answer the door. Yeah. Like, oh, my gosh. Tracking and waiting for a delivery. That's another thing that somebody's saying. And yeah, because you see that stuff and then who knows when you're going to get it. I know that some of our deliveries, if you're not there, you don't then get it.
Right.
And then my wife will give me the riot act. She'd be like, did you sign for my wine? I'm like, no, if mama don't get her wine.
Did you sign for my wine?
I'm Mr. Wine one day.
I respect her priorities.
Oh, and I knew it too. When I saw that note that I had been in the other room, my doorbell doesn't work.
If you want wine and you don't get
Wine didn't knock?
Wine did not knock. I didn't know wine was there. I missed wine. Oh, I can't tell you how stressed I was the rest of the day. I'm like, I'm going to get it when she gets home.
I mean, that's the one call I'd never miss.
Yeah. Laundry.
Oh,
You have that just
laundry.
piling up, and people kind of, you walk by it and you realize it's there. But, in a sense, every time you see it, those are the kind of things that I'm now trying to identify. And I don't think quantify enough. That actually, if you had a stress level, let's say if we had a gauge, I always talk about all these things we need to see, like what your energy level is, what your stress level is. Those are little things. It starts slowly going up like a video game. Just walking by the laundry and realize, I got to get to that.
I don't even have any detergent. I can't. I got to go buy detergent.
And for other people, they say go into large crowded stores. Does that stress anybody here out?
It can, because people are coughing, they're farting, they're burping. I've heard so many people fart at Walmart.
Okay. What is it? Gassy stuff there, huh?
I said I was sorry.
Hope they have good air filters there. It's very necessary. Which one of these is the better option? Living in a sailboat or an RV? If you had to choose, what would you rather do?
You know I love boating, but I'm going RV.
Yep.
Just because it's trickier to navigate a boat, and you really are at the whim of the weather.
Yeah,
If
true.
you're in a sailboat, I think it's a lot scarier than if you're in an RV. Mm-hmm. You can roll into better weather.
Yeah. The one thing I think about, too, is the bathroom situation. And I don't know what that's like exactly. Not that it's, a lot better going in an RV, but going on a sailboat, I would imagine that you have more restrictions. And I was just walking on the West Palm Beach waterfront one day, and one of those little sailboats was out there. And there was a guy that was kind of going back to his sailboat, getting whatever he had got for the day.
And his little dinghy.
And there was no way he has a bathroom on that thing. It was a small little type of craft.
So we're doing aqua craps?
Well, I don't know that he is, but what he did was he had a smaller little boat that he would take onto shore. But I thought, have you ever had that where you go to the bathroom and then for some reason 20 minutes later another wave hits you?
Yeah, I think
dang it. What just happened?
I think that
Now you got to get back on that boat.
That's what I thought. I'm like, that would be a 90-minute procedure, just going to the bathroom by the time you got. And let's say that it hits you hard. And you're like, I think I would probably set a speed rowing record.
You can have diarrhea right off the side of the boat.
Yeah, but he was very, like everybody could see. You can, but you're going to be experiencing that. Imagine if you had to do your most private of business basically right in front of everybody on a, major city waterfront.
Wave at Bradley's.
Yeah, I don't know if that's where I want to be. I don't know. What do you think, Bird, sailboat or RV? What would you rather have?
Well, I don't understand sailboats, so I'm going to go RV just because I'm dumb and not rich.
Okay,
So,
yeah.
Sailboats.
And I think sailboats, they're like with anything. They're like with RVs, they're like with cars. They're not all created the same. The guy that I saw on his sailboat, I wouldn't say that, he was a multimillionaire.
I wouldn't be great at driving either one, but I feel like I have better luck with an RV than a sailboat.
I just think you have more options.
You definitely sleep better on an RV.
Definitely.
You are very, in fact, I've never seen a human being sleep more peacefully than you did on an RV.
I love that RV sleep. It just kind of rocks you to sleep.
Oh, we hit many potholes.
Slept right through it.
Very peaceful.
Okay, what would you rather have? Your only mode of transportation to be a giant hamster ball or a pogo stick? If you had to choose, what would be the better way to get around to those two? What do you think, Bird?
I think hamster ball. I don't know. I think somehow it could be therapeutic for your legs.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. It'd be kind of cozy and just kind of like lay on the side. I think it might be easier to get around. I've tried pogo sticks. I don't go very far. It really shakes you up a good bit.
Have you ever been in those plastic balls though at the fair? It gets really humid in there
Does it?
really
Hot fast.
quick because your hot breath is
Right.
trapped in there.
Yeah.
South Florida.
In the summer. Yeah. I could be rough, but I still think I'm going to go with the giant hamster ball because I wouldn't get anywhere with the pogo stick.
Oh my gosh! I think, kill somebody on a pogo stick.
Probably yourself.
Yes.
Wear a helmet.
Okay, what is better, having fingers that shoot spaghetti or toes that squirt mustard?
Okay, now we're getting into it.
What do you think on that? What is the better option?
I'm going with spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
Yeah.
You would have a snack anytime you want.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of cool. You're almost like a pasta superhero at that point. And honestly, if your toes squirted mustard, that's really kind of gross. What are you going to do? Be at the ball game? And
Give me your hot dog.
Right. So maybe like, no, I'm good.
No, I got it.
Yeah.
I think the only
Who's going to want to eat that mustard that's coming out of your toes?
I think the only time that could work in the best favor for you is at some kind of drunk frat party.
Right. And then people would be like, all right, but I don't know if anybody's going to eat that mustard. People might actually eat the spaghetti coming out of your fingers, though.
I think you could monetize the spaghetti coming out of your fingers better than you could the mustard coming out of your toes. And really, I mean, this has to be your career path now.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you could monetize the mustard.
It's grosser, though.
Would you rather permanently smell like popcorn or always hear elevator music in your head?
Well, I kind of feel like I do both.
Okay.
Popcorn. That's rough.
I think popcorn, because everybody loves the smell of buttered popcorn. That's pleasant.
I think the elevator music, even though it's soothing.
It's distracting.
Right. I think after a while, it might drive you insane.
Oh, it would absolutely drive you insane.
Yeah.
I know.
I couldn't.
I've gone through it.
Yeah. Right. It's not a good thing. And finally here, would you rather have to wear clown makeup every day or never be able to wear pants again? Now, you can still wear boxers or whatever your, underwear of choice might be, but you'd, not be able to have pants on or dress if you want to throw that out as well. What do you think would be worse, Virginia? Wearing the clown makeup every day or not being able to wear pants?
I mean, the bottom's just going to be out.
Yeah, whatever your undergarments are. You can wear that.
I guess I got to go clown makeup. I'm not happy about it, but I can't have my ass out.
Okay. What do you think, Bird?
I mean, I did clown makeup for our last KVJ horror movie, and I will Winnie Pooh it all day long for the rest of my life because clown makeup does not come out of your retina.
Yeah, right. I think that's a dude choice. It'd be interesting to see if all the ladies are going with the clown makeup over the pants. But I'm like, yeah, I mean, if I had boxers on, I'd be all right. Especially South Florida in the summer, I'd be okay. In fact, I'd feel like I'm winning.
It all comes back to how confident do you feel in your underwear?
Well, I'm not being creepy. I think it's more of just what do you feel free? What do you feel, natural?
Right.
As soon as I walk through my door, I am naked like a jaybird. As soon as I am naked within 10 seconds.
I know, but you'd have to go to like business meetings and you'd have to go to speaking engagements at like schools. We go to kids' schools. You can't have pants on.
I'll go to a business meeting.
Hey, kids.
Maybe finally someone will listen to me.
There you go. That's how you win it. Okay, the people have spoken here, and more people would rather never be able to wear pants again than have to wear clown makeup every day. 61 or 60 to 40% right on
All
that.
right. Sun's out, buns out.
That's it. Yeah. So I think that's the way it goes. I think all guys would probably choose the pants.
Yeah, because you can wear boxers,
Right.
and that's kind of like shorts. I mean, look at Justin Bieber at the Grammys.
Not that. Yeah, exactly.
He did it.
Oh, the ladies seem to love that. My daughter said she was at a party and like all the girls were like, "Ooh."
The room stopped.
Do you find that physique hot?
No,
Okay.
he doesn't do it for me.
Right.
But then again, I didn't grow up loving him like your daughter Caitlin. Like, she's a believer because that was her Justin Timberlake.
Sure. Yeah.
Like, that was her main dude when she was a teenage girl, and that imprints.
Yeah. When you see Machine Gun Kelly, does that do it for you, that physique?
It makes me angry. Like, Megan Fox, what?
Okay.
She's the most gorgeous thing, and that's what she picked?
Yeah.
Ugh, I don't get it.
And I don't think he really ever eats. I think he's on some kind of weird diet where
I would love to have his body.
Yeah.
He nibbles.
I think it's like he drinks bone broth and that's it. I mean, it explains why he has -% body fat.
Yeah, there you go.
What explains why he's kind of a douchebag?
Is that what it is? He needs a good meal.
I'm asking.
He's
why.
hungry.
Yeah, he just needs a good meal.
He needs a sandwich.
Yeah, I think that's what's going on. I saw this viral video of this girl, and it looked pretty awesome, but at the same time, I was kind of terrified. She was on her knees, and there was about 10 squirrels that were running up to her, running up her legs, and she was hand feeding all of them. And she was kind of singing like a little Disney song, so it kind of worked out. It looked like a Snow White kind of moment. But they just said, I don't know, man, squirrels are so unpredictable that at any moment, all it takes is one jerk in the bunch. You could have 9 cool squirrels, and that 10% factor, one of those squirrels goes crazy. I mean, they can almost take your finger off, right? This thing's going to really bite. I got bit by a chipmunk when I was a kid. Oh, man, that thing hurt.
Thank you for sharing your truth.
Yes.
Yeah, the West Palm squirrels are different. Trust me. I feel like they've been to prison. They've done a lot of push-ups, cardio, and weights, and they are ready to fight.
They don't sweat you.
So I have this squirrel that's been 2 of them that always been around my house for years. I see him, and I used to go out back, and I would eat nuts, and he would come up, and it got close. Like, he would come just within, not too far away, and I kind of take the nut, and I'd, just chuck it the last, couple inches for him. Because I just couldn't commit doing the hand feeding thing.
Whatever happened to him?
He's still running around.
Okay, you still see him?
Yeah, I just don't go out back anymore.
We had one like that. We named him Frank, and he would come and he would take nuts right off the porch, and we wouldn't feed him from our hand, but it would be like 2 feet away. Mm-hmm. And then Frank got hit by a car, and I always blamed myself.
Yeah.
I knew that was going to turn depressing.
Yeah, I know, right?
Depressing.
You knew he wasn't going to last long. As soon as Virginia names you, you're walking the green mile. Your death warrant has been signed. If she gets close to you and she's named you, it'd be like, man.
Frank was splattered all over the pavement.
You can hear it ramp up, actually.
Yeah, I know. I kind of knew it was coming.
Rest in peace, Frank.
What would you be more scared to hand feed, a squirrel or a bird? Birds kind of, I don't trust birds either.
Ooh, that pecker.
Yeah.
I got bit by an ostrich when I was a kid.
Right.
I'm still talking about it in my 40s.
Oh, I know.
I'm going bird.
The old stick, yeah.
Bird on bird.
Yeah, I think a bird would freak me out more. I've seen people, they'll do that with the parrots. You ever seen that? Where they'll kind of like take a little food and they'll come up and get it. I don't know. I feel like in a second, they may just wake up on the wrong side of the cage and they just want to take your finger off.
And they have a chance to even taunt you verbally. Took your finger. And
yeah, right. They will. I know, absolutely. They definitely would, no doubt.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my new closet designers, Closets by Design. Well, yesterday I saw that the story went up on TMZ and then they took it down. There were reports claiming that Savannah Guthrie's brother-in-law had become the prime suspect in the disappearance of her mother, Nancy. But now, I guess, law enforcement is saying, no, that's not true. Although they did go to his house and they searched the house. The case remains active, and they say they're pursuing multiple leads, but said that the brother-in-law is not the prime suspect.
That's weird.
So weird.
Very damaging for him if he has nothing to do with it.
Very damaging.
I mean, that's a rough week.
Oof.
Yeah, and like we had said yesterday, because we talked about it on the after the show, and I had gone on and I referenced the 4 or 5 different sources that were reporting the same thing.
You're
USA
right.
Today and Yahoo, and these are main publications, and all it takes sometimes is one person to sound the alarm. They don't want to be left out, but then it looks like it's very credible when 6 or 7 reputable national brands are reporting on it.
You're right.
Yahoo is unbelievably terrible. They make misspellings in their name and going, I thought you were Yahoo. I thought you were.
Yeah, quality on a lot of them has really slipped. Yeah, I don't know who you can believe anymore.
Savannah Guthrie and her siblings put out a video yesterday. It's a video message to the hostage takers. They do believe that the mom was taken for ransom, and here's what they had to say.
We too have heard the reports about a ransom letter in the media. We are ready to talk. However, we live in a world where voices and images are easily manipulated. We need to know, without a doubt, that she is alive and that you have her. We want to hear from you, and we are ready to listen. Please reach out to us.
Oh,
Okay.
it's horrifying.
Yeah, it is horrifying, and it was also gut-wrenching. Yeah, she's sitting there with her two siblings and just talking about their mom and hoping she comes back safe.
Our mom is our heart and our home. She is 84 years old. Her health, her heart is fragile. She lives in constant pain. She is without any medicine. She needs it to survive. She needs it not to suffer. Mommy, if you are hearing this, you are a strong woman. You are God's precious daughter, Nancy. Your children will not rest until we are together again. And we pray without ceasing. And we rejoice in advance for the day that we hold you in our arms again. We love you, Mom.
We love you, Mom. Stay strong.
We love you, Mom.
I really hope she comes back.
I do too, man. That's really hard to listen to. In other news, it looks like Barry Manilow is going to be postponing his Vegas residency. He was very excited, even at 82 years old, to be doing this show. Shows were supposed to kick off in just a few days in Vegas, but according to his doctors, he needs to delay and deal with the recovery from his lung cancer surgery. He's vowing to return to the stage and the road one day, but just not coming up in February.
He's got an interesting story of his career. He's a songwriter that people would not allow him to write songs. So there'd be times where he'd present a song and the company would go, nah, just sing this song that we're doing. And eventually he fought hard enough to start writing his own songs.
Which ones did he write? The big ones?
I write the songs that make
Okay,
the
there you
whole-
go.
No, he wrote some,
that?
No, he wrote some big ones, though. I don't have all the data. But
I'd be curious to see which ones he wrote and which ones they made him sing. What made more money?
well, he fought to be a songwriter, and eventually he got that.
Good for him.
Yeah, I think anybody who's had success, you have to stand up and fight for yourself at some point in your career and be bold in that statement. Because there's always going to be somebody that's saying, yeah, we don't trust you, we don't think you can do it, and you got to prove them wrong.
Get it, Barry.
That's it.
And finally, here it looks like Brooklyn Beckham has redesigned his tattoo that was a tribute to his dad. It used to say like dad, there was like an anchor. Now he covered it up and made it like triangles and
says sad.
nondescript shapes. Yeah. I mean, it also, the tattoo that was a tribute to his mom is also gone. There was one on his chest that said Mama's Boy, and that one is gone as well.
If he really wanted to get under their skin, he'd get a tattoo that said Baby Spice.
Okay.
And that's what's going on in your dirt.
Has anything ever happened to you that some people might call a coincidence, but you almost feel like it goes beyond that? Saw a story of this couple. They went and bought this house to renovate it. And as you go through the wall, sometimes you find things in the wall. And what they found in the wall kind of goes a little bit beyond just a regular coincidence.
In order to level it out, I am told by the contractor, they put newspaper behind it, which apparently was very common just to bring it up to that level. And he handed me this board. And on the back of the board was the front page of the Fargo Forum ripped in half and stuck onto these nails. Looked at the picture, is my mother.
What?
That's my mom right there. I had goosebumps. Here's, one of my mom's great moments. Somebody said it's a God wink. I didn't really know that term, and I went and looked it up, and kind of a sort of a inspiration, divine inspiration of some sort. And I thought, I can buy that.
I mean,
Wow.
That's kind of crazy that goes beyond like, whoa, wait, what?
That is such a God wink.
Yes. And it is kind of crazy because, I've seen some of those things that have kind of happened. And a lot of times it's where some of the stories I've heard, it's happened more than once, where somebody just desperately needed a certain amount of money. And somebody out of nowhere comes up and says, you know what? I felt like I need to give you this. And it was an odd number of cash and they hand them a check for that amount. And it goes beyond explaining. Like, how does that happen?
The universe.
Yeah.
I've had some weird moments like that with the bird, the cardinal, which is usually in the spiritual sense, if you're missing or depressed or sad about someone that's passed on, the cardinal will land near you to let you know you're not alone. And I remember feeling very deeply depressed about my mom passing away. And as I was praying and doing all kind of stuff, a cardinal landed right next to me. And then I called my sister in Oregon to tell her, you're not going to believe what just happened. And as I'm telling her about the cardinal, a cardinal lands on a chair right in front of me as I'm telling her about the cardinal experience. And I don't find cardinals that often.
You got double cardinaled?
I got double cardinal within an hour in a very low point in my life. And I thought that was the universe at least giving me a hug.
Right.
That feels good to hear that the universe cares in that moment.
You had a story one time about the radio turning itself on. It was like your mom's favorite song.
Yeah, I got a lot of that, actually, to a point where people think I'm lying. But it really does happen.
I know everybody's got their own thoughts on it, but for the people it happens to, if you do believe that, it kind of gives you that comfort saying, okay, as chaotic as the world seems to be, it seems like there's something that's in control of it that kind of brings it all together. And it's almost those little winks that says, hey, it's going to be okay. Like, I'm planting a little message for you. You can't know everything, and we're not going to be something where you're going to hear a booming voice coming out of the clouds, but we're going to be like, all right, here and there. You're going to see little signs and be like, that's just feels like it's beyond coincidence.
That's why I love the movie Signs. Are you a person that believes in signs? Do you see signs, or do you think it's all just a coincidence?
Yeah, I think that's it. It depends upon really what your outlook is and how you view this stuff. But some of them are really hard to explain away. Just say, what are the % chances that something like that could actually happen? And I'm sure some geeky mathematician could actually let you know. But when you get into the 1 out of billions, you're like, okay, that just seems crazy that happened.
Not this past Christmas, but the Christmas before, I was really struggling with some people in my life that were making my life miserable. And they were affecting my ability to do what we've always done at Christmas time, help people out and give them toys and help them and help their family. And that's the same exact time that me and my girlfriends won the Moose Lodge jackpot.
Okay.
And I had all this extra influx of cash, and I went and bought the toys that I was struggling to be able to get to give to needy families.
Yeah, those are the kind of things that just make you say, wow, it's, I guess you probably say you could call it a coincidence, but at the same time, you sometimes are wondering, like, just that was
God
odd.
helping me out.
Well, the one thing that gets to me is the premonitions. When people have that weird premonition, and that has happened many times. You had that around 9/11 where there was, some people just said, I don't know what it is. I shouldn't go to work today, or I shouldn't take this flight, and they did not. And people have told those stories saying, I don't know what that was, but I didn't do that. And if I made the other choice, my life would have been different. One text that we got says, my boyfriend, now husband, and I had been together for a while, and I didn't have my license yet, so I'd always get in the car with him no matter who else we were with, and I felt safest with him. That's why I did it. Well, a friend of mine was coming to visit for the night, and we had plans to go out. And like I said, I normally got in the car with my boyfriend, but for some reason I said, you know what? I think I'm going to ride with Sabrina today. He didn't think anything of it, and he kept driving along, and 3 minutes later, he gets T-boned at an intersection terribly right before my eyes in the very spot where I would have been sitting.
Oh, my gosh.
He winds up being okay, thank goodness, but the passenger side was completely towed and ripped out of the car.
You would have been killed.
Most likely. Yeah, so just what made me do something that wasn't characteristic of the decision I would have made.
Just in the moment.
In that moment.
That's your guardian angel right there.
Right. And this text says a little God wink story here. My grandpa passed away about 1.5 years ago. Our thing was koalas, at least kind of to me. About a month after he passed, I had an MRI due to a car accident, and I had 2 months prior. When I was in the machine, I was talking to him and very scared of what they could find. When I left the machine, on my way to change my clothes, the TV in the waiting area was playing a special on koalas.
Aww.
And ever since then, every time I see anything koala, I feel like it's a hug from him. And then a few weeks ago, I actually had a dream that I was little and I was holding a koala and I saw him and I showed it to him while giving him a hug. And he said, yes, they're all for you. All the koalas are for you.
Aww.
I woke up crying and feeling so connected to him. How about that?
Beautiful.
It really is. So you really kind of hope that there is something there. Okay, we're going to see if you can answer like a majority of the people here on the KVJ show. And if you can, you probably should be worried.
Matching with psychos.
Yes. Okay. I need for you guys to give me a sandwich ingredient. A sandwich ingredient. Okay.
Who am I trying to think like? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got somebody in mind. All right, I'm going to start it off with cheese.
Oh.
Cheese.
That's a good one.
That's a good one, Kevin.
Tell me that doesn't make every sandwich better. Virginia, what do you got?
Well, I was trying to think like Jaybird, and I just so happened to bring him a gift today.
Okay.
Fresh baked bread.
Okay.
Bread bomb.
Ciabatta?
Thank you.
You know, my neighbor makes this bread, and it's so good.
Yes.
I feel like I have a surplus of bread every day in my house, and I'm getting fatter and fatter.
Bread will make you fat. Trust me.
It's a fun ride, though.
It's one of the most dangerous drugs out there, kids.
Yeah, my wife's been into making bread and pasta.
Oh,
I know.
how are you going to fit in your pants?
I don't know.
Okay, Jaybird, did she get in your head and did you say bread?
I wrote provolone cheese.
Okay.
Cheese.
You went cheese.
Okay.
I don't know if that.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. I'll accept it because it'll give me a point.
You're in charge, take it.
Some home cooking.
And Denny's, what do you think?
I also wrote cheese.
Wow.
Bam.
Cheese.
That clearly was the right answer.
Yeah, it
Okay.
was.
Provolone, sometimes I like it when it's out in the air for about 4 hours and it gets sweaty.
It starts to smell a little like feet.
It does. It gets little sweat beads.
It does, and I know I sound weird.
you like that feet.
Feet cheese.
Okay, tell me a place that kids hate, but adults love. Kids hate, but adults love. Okay. Virginia?
It's tough.
Kids hate, but adults love.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay,
People think we're off the air.
I'll say a fancy restaurant.
Okay. What do you think, Jay Bird?
I'll keep it simple, and I'm not trying to be controversial. I said strip clubs.
Do your kids know about the strip club?
I just think it would weird everyone out, man.
Dad, we're at the strip club again? I don't get it.
Mommy, what are they doing over there? I put the
Denny's.
bar. I figure like they're just sitting at the bar. They can't really participate in the fun part of the bar.
Yes, right, exactly. And I said the same thing for that reason.
Bar.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
you got it.
Yes.
Adult drunk people can make kids very uncomfortable.
Right.
And they just got to draw on, napkins.
Yeah. Yeah, I just remember my kids, they've just been like, oh, this place sucks.
Are we going back to the bar again?
Well,
Yes. Third time today, kids.
Didn't your kids draw you guys at a bar for a homework assignment?
Yeah, they were supposed to draw their favorite place to go, and actually they must have loved it because they drew them sitting at the bar. We had a parent-teacher meeting about that one. Dad of the year. All right, give me a fictional pet. Fictional pet. Jay Bird, what are you going to go with? Fictional pet. You
Oh
pick
my
us
gosh,
up on this one. What do you got?
Freya! Is that from this guy that talks like this from
Is that Never-Ending Story?
Yes, thank you,
Yeah.
Kevin. You
Okay.
get me.
I do get you.
Is that
Yeah.
Falcor?
Falcor. Thank you. Falcor is my
Falcor.
That's such a good one.
kind of guessing no one's gonna match with that.
What gave you that idea?
I don't even know Falcor.
I don't know anything.
And it's also weird in that movie, the rock guy eats rocks. Like, would you think a man made of rocks would eat rocks?
It's like eating yourself.
That's
it's
what
like
I thought.
cannibalizing yourself.
That
yeah.
always weirded me out as a kid.
It'd be the same thing as a person just eating people.
Yeah, just reaching over, eating haunches of human.
But then acting like it's nothing is kind of odd.
And then just,
Yeah, he's a cannibal.
And by the way, this is kind of what we talk about when we're walking Denny's dog.
I love it. Yeah. The deep stuff. What did you put down, Denny's?
I put Garfield.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
good
that'd work.
one.
That'd work big. I'm hoping Virginia thinks like me, so I went Scooby-Doo.
Such a good one.
Scooby-Doo.
I put Snoopy. Oh, we all picked different.
Okay, that can happen. Okay, let's go with a reason people panic. Name a reason that people panic. Denny's, what are you going to put?
I put running late.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of thinking the same thing, but I put slept through alarm. Just let you wake. You're like, oh my gosh. Virginia?
I went a little more dramatic.
Yeah.
House fire.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, people might panic.
I went dark.
What do you got,
That's one of my
Bird?
fears.
Well, I'm going to go a little darker. I went murder.
Oh, yeah. Do panic at thought of murder. Okay. No match on that.
No match.
So far, Denny's and I tied at 2 here. Jay Bird's got 1. Virginia yet to get on the board. Okay, let's go with an easier one. Let's go with a fast food dipping sauce.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Oh.
I mean,
Okay, fast food dipping sauce. I am going to go with the Chick-fil-A barbecue.
oh.
Very specific.
It is very good, by the way.
Yeah.
It's very good. I believe they sell that in the store now.
Oh, okay,
You
yeah.
can get Chick-fil-A items, the sauces in the store.
Yeah, so as you're doing this, you are going to have to name the place that you're getting it from. So just straight out generic barbecue ain't going to work because it's a fast
I
food,
love it.
fast food dipping sauce.
Get
It's a little bit more challenging.
specific.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I'm coming down hard on everybody today.
You're a real tough guy over there.
I am. You guys didn't realize the show's going to be so strenuous today,
Shuddering.
did you? Yes. Virginia, what do you got?
Only talk about the bird sauce at Bud's Chicken and Seafood.
Yeah.
Jay Bird helped to formulate it.
Yep.
Such
You
the
got to have a
obvious.
definite match, Bird.
I get paid every day for it. Nope. I went with McDonald's sweet and sour sauce.
Okay. Great things about that. Denny's, do we have something to match
I
on?
went McDonald's honey mustard sauce.
Oh,
I thought it was a honey must.
Oh, man.
no match.
Okay. All right. Let's go with a word people overuse. Okay. A word that people overuse.
This is tough because I'm just trying not to match with Kevin.
A word people overuse on this show. That's what I'm going with.
Yeah, me too.
All right.
Okay. All right. And what do you have, Virginia?
People always give Kevin a hard time for saying interesting.
Oh, jeez, it is true.
I'm going to say interesting.
Okay. Interesting, Bird.
I think we are living in a like culture, and the word like over and over is pretty rough.
That's a good one.
Okay, Denny's.
I almost wrote like, but I was afraid Kevin was going to write like, so I tried to think of a different one, and I thought of actually. I've heard people use that in the same sentence twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, like, I get it.
Like actually, you know, it's actually this.
And actually.
Oh, geez, those two words in tandem.
Okay, I thought maybe Jaybird would join me. I put butts.
Honestly, I've come around and love that word
You're
now.
embracing it now.
I
Okay.
say it a lot.
It's Butch weather.
Okay, we're going to try one more here. Tell me something you always lose. Something you always lose. Okay.
I lost this yesterday temporarily.
All right. Well, let's see if
My
anybody will match with you.
mind.
If you put it down, Bird, you start us off. What do you got?
This is the easiest one.
Yep.
My mind.
Oh, my mind.
I thought I was saying it in jest.
Denny's.
I put car keys.
Okay, got you on that. Virginia.
Trying not to match with Kevin.
You put keys?
Yep.
Dang. I put debit card.
Okay.
Do you actually lose things, Kevin? Because the one time you lost your keys and you kind of didn't, your body almost.
Yeah.
Somebody had moved your keys.
I do lose things, and I lost my wallet the other day, and I was panicked. I'm like, where is my wallet? I'm like, I told my wife, I'm like, I lost my wallet. I'm like, I don't know how. She's like, oh, I have it. I took it today. Like,
oh my God.
Okay, you would think maybe that would little heads up or something.
Every time you lose stuff, it's because other people have taken it.
Yes. So that's somebody moved my cheese. Yeah.
In a way, you've kind of matched with me about losing your mind.
Yes, you're right. I kind of lost my mind. I'm like, all right, what if I needed that? Okay, here we go.
Who wants to laugh their ass off? Ooh, I know I do. He wrote some funny punchlines just for me and you. It's Denny's Joke Jury.
Who's ready to laugh?
All right, time for a little comedy. Denny's has got us with the jokes. We just got to let them know constructively which ones are working the best, which ones need to be retooled or just tossed out.
Well, I'm bred to throw at Denny's if he bombs. I actually even can't get through that comment because being mean to Denny's hurts my heart.
It looks like some dense bread.
Yeah, you can bleed from bread.
Oh, I've
Kevin
seen it.
knows.
I've seen it.
You actually can get scarred by bread.
Kevin got attacked by Hulk Hoagie.
Yeah.
I would not. Don't say that name 3 times.
Hulk Hoagie.
I would not. I would not do that.
Okay, what do we got here today, Denny's?
All right, first joke. What burger does Ronald McDonald eat during Mardi Gras?
I
don't
love
know.
it.
What burger does he eat during Mardi Gras?
The French Quarter Pounder.
Oh.
Yes, there you go. You can use that in New Orleans, Virginia.
I love that joke. Let me write that down.
And really, honestly, give us back tell me if it works.
On the street.
See what they say.
I'll just give it to random drunk people.
Record them and see how they react.
They're going to be like, what? What is this?
Second joke. Why did the Fish and Wildlife Officer arrest the chef for boiling eggs?
I don't know. Why did he arrest the chef for boiling eggs?
Because it's poaching.
Smart comedy.
Third joke. What kind of dinosaur dresses like a cowboy and open carries?
I don't know. What kind of dinosaur does that?
Inspired by Baby Lachlan.
Yeah, a lot of these are.
He's got a lot of dinosaur in his life.
Whatever's in my
co-writing
world
credit.
that week.
Dinosaur heavy.
Yeah. The answer is the Tyrannosaurus Ticks.
Oh, okay.
Ticks.
Yeehaw.
That's right.
Fourth joke. What type of woman only dates female chickens?
I don't know. What kind of woman only dates female chickens?
A lesbian.
Very good.
I love that one.
And final joke. What's it called when a snowman and a snow woman get intimate?
I don't know. What do you call it when they get intimate?
Winter course.
There you go. You got everything you
Nice
want right
job.
there.
It's been cold.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away. Because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my new closet designers, Closets by Design. Well, Chris Harrison is returning to television. I don't know if he was sitting out on purpose, but it's 5 years since he left The Bachelor. They had made the comment that he was racist and they canceled him. And I guess he is now going to be doing a show that focuses on trad values. So you see this on social media where traditional roles are, you know, when the woman stays home, she cooks, she cleans, she wants to be a trad wife. That's what this new project that Chris Harrison is the host of, this new dating show, is going to be all about. Single men and single women over 21 seeking a trad marriage.
Oh my gosh. Trad marriage.
It's an interesting thing now. I see some of these people in Hollywood or entertainment, they kind of get kicked out of the more liberal society that they have there. And then they wind up on a more conservative show. Like, what's her name? Jillian Michaels, is that her name?
Yes.
I've noticed, like, she's one of the many.
Okay.
Who's talked about Rob Schneider that's, like, been pinged, over to the other side. It's like they just kind of kick them out, and the only place they can go for refuge is over there.
You see a lot of comedians doing it, too, when they're aging.
Okay.
Because they are not
older and more conservative.
Well, Hollywood will not. If you're going to get political or have a view on anything, they're going to say, "All right, get out."
Now, I was looking up because I didn't remember why Chris Harrison got booted, but I guess he came out in defense of contestant Rachel Kirkconnell's past attendance at an antebellum themed party in 2018.
That was Rachel that was at the party you were at on Saturday night.
Okay. I knew there were going to be a lot of those people there that I would not recognize.
Same Rachel. She looked stunning.
Okay. Sure she did. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, I guess that's why he kind of got the boot. So he's now landed himself in more conservative
And,
TV shows,
regardless of how you feel on the, political spectrum, I think it'll be interesting to watch this show. I personally would never want to be in a trad marriage because that's just not my vibe. Mm-hmm. But I'm fascinated by, the women that do and the men that do. And I think I would watch this.
Oh, it's going to make everyone fight on the internet.
It is going to be a hot pocket of arguing.
Yeah, that's what the internet does.
Go fire him up.
They dust him off and I guess brush him off and prop him back up. So he's got his run now on the right. Somebody texted in, they said, Julian Michaels is a Democrat and has become more conservative. Okay. Well, I just noticed they're definitely embracing her. She's even doing commercials on the conservative networks. That's how you've really cut through.
You can see it. And I'm not trying to be controversial, but you could absolutely see Hollywood and then people not being in movies or TV shows and going to the other side.
It's a weird thing I've never seen in my life. What a dividing line.
It's big.
It has to be. Yeah.
It is big.
Weird.
Well, I don't think this is really the right path for him, but Stefon Diggs, I don't think he's going to listen to me. He was hinting at a television interview the other night that he might be proposing soon to Cardi B. I don't know if monogamy is really good for Stefon Diggs. Doesn't he have several paternity filings with the ink still wet on them?
Yeah, I think he's knocked up 4 separate women this year, which you would think that'd be the weird year. You say, you know what, this is a year I need to settle down.
Let's maybe take a year and see if we can be monogamous for 12 months.
Right.
Before we start talking marriage. I don't know.
She's been very vocal. And the other thing I would tell you, too, is, football fans are that way that if you're doing anything, talking about anything that's outside of the game itself, and if you don't win and you yourself light it up, they will immediately go right to, I guess you're too worried about proposing to Cardi B. You forgot to play football.
You better win.
The Patriots better win.
Yeah.
And finally here, you guys watch this show, Breaking Bad. I guess the owners of the Breaking Bad house in Albuquerque, New Mexico, they thought, we're going to cash in. And they put the house on the market to sell it. They originally asked for $4 million. Oh,
wow.
And it's not a big house, right?
No, yeah. I mean, it was, he was a school teacher, right? So it's supposed to be the house of a school teacher.
I guess the original price of $4 million was just not something that anybody took a bite of. And so now they've lowered the price significantly. You can now get the house for $400,000.
Well, that's a significant drop.
Yeah.
Am I the only one that's watched the whole series of Breaking Bad and felt tired, exhausted, and kind of stressed out after it was over?
No, I mean, that's the kind of show it is. It really does do that.
I never watched it. Is it too intense? Because
No.
I don't have the energy.
No, it's very good.
Yeah,
It's very good. It's you're constantly going, oh my gosh.
It's meant to be that way. I mean, it's what you would call a thriller or something along those lines.
Emotional thriller.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And that's what's going on in your dirt.
It's time for viral audio.
Hey, yeah, beautiful hair.
They can't hear me because they're listening to Kids Bop.
We got weights and fit. There we go.
I thought you might hear something out of Bill Gates after the accusation from the Epstein files that he had been with Russian prostitutes, caught a disease, and then was trying to put some penicillin or whatever it was in his
Drink
wife
this
Melinda's
smoothie.
Yeah.
He was trying to slip her drugs to fix preemptively the STD that he was pretty sure he gave her.
I mean, I'm not sure how you don't get on a microphone and talk about that.
You have to answer. If you don't answer, then everybody goes, oh, yeah, he did it.
Yeah, yep. Well, we had her comments yesterday where she said, look, this isn't me. You need to, I'm all about you grilling my ex-husband on this kind of stuff, but I don't know anything about what he was doing there towards the end with Jeffrey Epstein. So they did ask Bill, and here's his response, which is a lot like what he was saying before.
To a lot of very rich people, and he was saying he could get them to give money to global health. You know, in retrospect, that was a dead end, and I was foolish to spend time with him. I was one of many people who regret ever knowing him.
You've no doubt seen the allegations, including some of them from the last 24 to 48 hours. Are they true?
No, apparently Jeffrey wrote an email to himself. That email was never sent. The email is, false. So I don't know what his thinking was there. It just reminds me, every minute I spent with him, I regret and I, apologize that I did that.
Okay.
Did he write an email to himself?
That's what he's claiming.
And all those pictures I was in with him, they were AI. I don't know if AI was around.
All those times I was on the plane, that wasn't me.
Yes. Yeah, other things have happened. The heat's been turned up on Prince Andrew as well. He's having to move from one huge, luxurious condo to the next. He now has had to move out of his royal residence, and now he's had to downsize yet again.
Where does he live now?
He went to yet another palatial estate.
Another free estate?
Yes.
Why don't they make him get a JOB and just kick him out altogether?
Wouldn't it be amazing
That
if you
would
went
be
to
so
London
awesome.
McDonald's and Prince Andrew was behind the counter?
He's your barista.
Is he the oldest of the kids, or am I so off on the royal?
No, he's younger.
He's
'Cause,
younger.
yeah, he would have been king if he was first.
Charles is the oldest, and he's king.
So where's Harry at?
He is way down the line.
He's the
Okay, all right.
spare.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just been down.
He's like seventh in
He'll
line. something
never
like that.
see the throne unless like 7 people die.
I am obsessed with Meghan Markle cringy videos.
There's plenty to choose from, right? Okay, what are those secrets you're holding on to? We would love to hear them. Get in your KVJ Confessions right now. 877-979-WRMF. 877-979-9763. What are you holding on to? Let us know here. This person says, when I was younger, I used to think that when you got on an airplane, your luggage was on a separate airplane, which was right behind you. Kind of interesting way to think of it.
Like on a tow rope?
I guess so, yeah. They're just kind of towing it right behind, and it'd follow you right there. That's why it took a couple minutes, when you got off the plane for it to arrive and then to get it out. Yeah.
That's cute.
This person said, I tell my girlfriend I have trouble sleeping when we're apart. She thinks it's because I miss her, but it's really because I stay up most of the night playing video games. Jeez.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Maybe don't tell her that last part.
Yeah.
But there's so many people driving right now relating to that statement.
Yeah, don't tell her the last part.
This person said, ex-teacher here. I moved to a basic office job this last week. The straw that broke the camel's back was a parent of a 15-year-old telling me their well-behaved princess would never act up in school. That princess then stabbed me with a pen so hard I had to get stitches.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that'll do it.
It's true that, my wife, an educator, she will tell me stories that you will have these kids that are absolute terrors, and their parents are the ones that double down and defend them more than any other kid in that class, and they're by far the worst behaved kid.
Oh, it's why I got out of coaching kids. It wasn't the kids, it was the parents. They all were unbearable. My breaking point was seeing a kid taking a bat, hitting someone else's car, and the mom doing nothing about it.
It's crazy.
And I actually had to be kind of a jerk and go, are you going to control your child?
That is insanity.
Insanity.
This person said, I was told that to help sell your house, you should roast a chicken as the smell makes it, quote, feel homey. So I spent hours slaving over a chicken before these people arrived to see my house. And within 2 minutes, the woman said, I got to leave. I feel nauseous. She goes running out of the house and like, we're not buying. It was the smell of chicken that made her sick because she's vegan.
Whoopsie. Just bake cookies.
There is
the gluten. I can't buy it.
Damn it, Kevin. All these food sensitivities.
I don't know what to cook.
I can't sell my house.
This person said I was a member of a decent golf course for years. I canceled my membership 7 years ago when my child was born. However, they haven't removed my name from the Tee Times booking system. I still play there, and I haven't paid for a round of golf in years.
Wow. They haven't cross-checked that?
Things never work in my favor like that.
That's amazing.
Always the exact opposite.
I usually get billed for something I didn't even buy.
Right.
That's incredible.
I don't know how they're doing this.
One day they'll figure it out, but until then, 4?
Yes. This person said, I woke up in the middle of the night having the strong urge to take a dump.
Oh, a nocturnal poo.
Yeah.
I mean, you could call that your snooze button, your poos button.
Sometimes, I don't know. If you go to sleep with a full tummy and it don't sit right, you gotta go.
They said pooping wasn't the problem. It was the cleanup. My wet wipe immediately lit my bung on fire. Turns out my wife had left the Clorox wet wipes on the back of the bowl by mistake. Or so she says.
You bleached your butt?
They didn't see because it was dark. They went with the dim light, grabbed the Clorox wipes.
You are not getting back to bed anytime soon now.
You're awake.
Homie, you are awake.
Wide awake.
You are wide awake.
There was a bit we did where it required me to get something to wash off my face, and Denny's accidentally gave me bleach wipes.
I remember that.
And not wet nap.
That was horrifying.
It's pretty rough. I will say seeing was a bit of a problem.
Now imagine that on your pink part.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's what that person had to go through.
Ow.
And this confession says, I was in a TV commercial as a young child. I was fat and I was eating a hot dog.
Oh, damn.
I got bullied for years as a result.
That's rough, man.
And now this stupid commercial has recently resurfaced on YouTube, and people have found it, and all of my friends are sending it around, and it's like I'm getting bullied all over again.
Oh, damn.
Wow. I'm trying to tell them that it's not me, but somebody else came up with a photo when I was a little kid, and they said, dude, that's you. Stop lying.
Own it and go for it. Who cares?
Lean in.
Oh, YouTube, man, bringing all this stuff back. Is this going to be a breakup for you, or can you work through it? This wife put herself in a bad situation where she was out and her phone died, and she could not get herself an Uber or a rideshare. So apparently what had happened, she sees this guy that was just close by, and he said, you know what, I can take you home. She's like, oh, okay, that's great. Now, all I see is my wife showing up at the house, getting out of the car with another dude driving. I flip out. We have a big old fight. She swears though nothing inappropriate happened, and she says, look, I just wanted to get home. I was tired. I was over it. I couldn't contact anybody. But to me, I feel like a line was crossed, and you put yourself in a bad situation. And then by not having your phone charged, you put yourself in a worse situation. Who knows what could have happened? Now this stranger knows where we live. I'm trying not to get more upset or let go of my anger, but I'm having a hard time doing it. I'm noticing that the more I think about the situation, the more angry I become. Am I right to be this upset? And should this be something that would make me question our marriage?
I wouldn't question my marriage over it, but she did make some dumb moves.
Yeah.
I mean, getting in the car with a stranger, you could have ended up dead. What are you thinking?
Well, the thing I would be curious about is if you're going to go on that situation, you would think that you'd have some girlfriends around. Where did they go? What happened in that situation? You can't tell me you're just going out by yourself as a married woman and hanging out at a bar and just seeing what happens.
Yeah, that would be a no from me, dog.
I mean, why couldn't she go back in the bar and charge her phone? Find somebody with a phone charger? Like, I feel like there's other options.
And there's something missing to the entire scenario here.
She could have gone and called her man from somebody else's phone and asked him to come get her. Like, getting in the car with a stranger to me is such a dumb choice.
And you're right. That's such a 1982 excuse. Oh, I couldn't charge. Like, you can charge your phone anywhere now. Like,
People have chargers in the bar. Every bartender has a charger behind the bar. You can explain your situation, and the bartender, I'm sure, would loan you their charger for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Is there something else going on there?
Something's weird.
It is weird. Yeah, it doesn't really pan out. And there's enough questions in this story that you could fill in the gaps, which it sounds like he's doing, and he's filling them in with all the wrong things. Now, fair or not, I don't know, but this is the situation you put yourself in. And I'm not a big fan of ultimatums in marriages, but I am a fan of establishing boundaries. And you say this doesn't happen again. That's it. Like, what led up to this situation, you cannot be in this again, because if this ever happened again, I'm not going to be this cool. This isn't something we forgive. Like, you've got a problem, and we got to really think about ending this.
If my dad came home with that excuse as a kid, my mom would have cut off his mustache and fed it to every dog in the neighborhood.
Yeah, that would not fly with most marriages.
Yeah. To me, it's not a relationship ender, but it definitely puts you on a different level of what you're allowed to do with your free time.
And it makes you question everything about her judgment. Like, really?
Yeah.
You got in a car with some guy you don't know? Have you ever watched any murder special ever?
She's lucky that things worked out as well as they did.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone should watch a little bit of murder specials. Not too much, but you need to have it on your radar.
You don't need to do what I do, which is deep dive on Dateline podcasts, because then you become afraid of the world.
Mm-hmm.
But a little tiny bit of fear of strangers is good.
Yeah.
I mean, you've made me respect a parking lot now, because you're right. I'm a man, and it gets weird.
9 out of 10 men that approach you in a parking lot are up to no good.
Probably more.
Maybe more.
Now, this person wants to know if they should make up or break up with their own mom. I guess it works. Because
Is this from Brooklyn Beckham?
Right.
He's broken up with his.
That's true. Making that statement. As soon as you change your tattoo, it's all over, Virginia.
Done.
They say anytime we argue, my mom will suddenly post quotes about ungrateful children, weak men, and people who can't take accountability.
Damn, you got passive-aggressive quote, Mom?
Oh, yeah. I love passive-aggressive social media posts.
Her friends then pile on with comments like they know the story. And when I asked her to stop airing dirty laundry, she said, well, if the shoe fits, it's not my problem. Now I feel like I'm on trial in front of strangers. I've confronted her privately, so do I defend myself on these posts or just continue to ignore them? They are hurtful, and they have created damage to my reputation by not responding. And my mother does love the wine, and I suspect she's not sober when she's writing these posts.
Oh, damn.
I remember back when MySpace was a big deal, and that's when I kind of personally said, I think social media might get a little weird, because this couple got into a fight. The woman called him out for having herpes. He is fighting with her, saying she's lying, and then the next day they post a happy picture of them. We're back together. You go, oh, this is getting weird, man.
I can't with y'all.
Right. No, that's tough. You look, if I had a mom that's difficult like that, it is going to affect how close I get to her, how much we hang out, and what kind of situations I put myself in. If I'm going to hang with you and I get burned because of it, and it's a damage to my reputation, yeah, it's going to change how close we are. And if you've got a little bit of a drinking problem or whatever, you know, that's maybe how you respond to the post. You just put a bunch of wine glasses across it.
And usually a drinking problem is never little.
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely. So, yeah, look, I think very much, even when it comes to your parents, how they treat you, it's reciprocal. That's what relationships are. You know, when you're good to somebody and kind to somebody, you draw them in. When you're not, and these situations happen, you repel them. I mean, it's just the level
You're
of dynamics.
allowed to put her posts on mute. Or, you know, like,
I would want to know what she's saying, though. I really would.
Yeah.
If she's going to trash me out, I don't want it to happen into the void. I would at least like to be aware of what is being said about me.
And be able to defend yourself. Like, why do you have to just take it if it's not, you know, defend yourself if it's not true?
I don't think I go in too much more than just there are always more than one side to a story. Something vague like that. You don't have to get into flinging the laundry around. Be like, I'm not going to air it in this forum, and just leave it to be like, I'm protesting with not a lot of details.
You could drag her to some family therapy where the therapist will take your side and back up everything that you're trying to accomplish.
Yeah, definitely drag her to therapy.
Mm-hmm.
I think she needs it.
How did you get here? I dragged her here.
But
some people got to be drugged.
Yeah, we had that stat 2 weeks ago that more than half of people will not go to any type of therapy when you ask them.
Because they know they're wrong.
Yeah, but good luck getting them there. So I know it seems like the great plan, but 65% of people are not going to go.
Drag her.
I think that's called abduction, and then, she really would have something to post about. I was kidnapped. Come on. This would be really awesome. But how much money do you have to break this Guinness World Record? A dedicated Vegas Raiders fan has now claimed 2 records after visiting all 30 NFL stadiums in just 72 days.
Oh, my gosh.
It's Brian Fowler of California. He attended 56 games during the season, breaking the previous record. Then he also set the fastest time to visit every NFL stadium at 72 days, 20 hours, and 56 minutes, beating the 2021 record by nearly 2 days.
Does he not work?
Yeah, I'm like, how do you afford to do this? I mean, that's pretty crazy. 56 games, even if you're going for a cheap ticket, it's a good chunk of money. They say he visited some stadiums twice to catch home games for teams sharing venues, kind of like the Jets and Giants.
That's a ton of travel, hotel, and tickets.
Does he try to get good deals on these tickets? Does he scalp? Does he?
Didn't say anything like that, but they said he did begin his NFL journey after losing his mother to breast cancer in 2021. He said, I had a hole in my heart and I was seeking to fill it.
Aww.
Maybe she had some inheritance.
Maybe she left him some cash.
And you're like, okay, I got 2 things. I got a hole in my heart and I got a big old fat wad in my pocket.
One of the most impressive things I've ever seen, and it made the Kevin Ralston look dangerous, act dangerous, and cool.
He's never acted dangerous.
I can't wait to hear it.
I was going, what's going on? I was turned on a friendship level. And I go, he said, I'll get us tickets to this game. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I go, I don't know, man. I think it's sold out. And I saw the Kevin Ralston get a great deal on tickets for me and him.
That's right, yeah.
And it was very skillfully done. I go, wow.
I was determined. Made it happen.
What game was it?
It was a baseball game.
It was a baseball game. That's why I didn't even bring it up, because I know that alone will put people to sleep.
Yeah. Like going, who's selling out a baseball game? Come on.
It's like 20 years ago.
Yeah. So if money wasn't an issue, what world record would you like to establish or break? What do you think would be in your wheelhouse? Again, like I said, I will pay for everything. Just tell me, what is the record you want to go for?
Most Michelin-starred dinners.
Okay. Okay, in a certain amount of time?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay.
As a person who has gone after many world records and who failed over and over again, here's my advice.
Yeah.
Do something you're passionate about.
Yes, right.
Because then you'll have the desire to get it done.
Yeah, it'll make you happy.
That's why I love this Guinness record he did. He just went to football games. That was it. He just had to be good at scheduling them and planning them out. That's all he had to do.
Yeah, I mean, a pizza world record of any sort. I love pizza. That's my thing.
Yes.
What record can I get?
Yeah, I was wondering, because it's typically the records are either in how fast you eat them or how big you make them.
I'm terrible at both.
Yeah. So that's why it's like, what does that record? But maybe it's going to a certain amount in a certain amount of time. And then that way you got a little time to digest between.
Remember, Jerry Soma did the world's largest cannoli.
Yeah.
He still holds that record, and that was a major production, and it cost tens of thousands of dollars to do it.
That's too much effort.
It's so much effort, but here's the thing. Guinness is the one that gets the respect, and Guinness, it kind of has a goofy side to them, to where they go, oh, here you're weird, odd. For example, I don't know, I've been thinking about being cooked as a calzone. The longest time a human's been inside a calzone. Now, if I start
like a sleeping bag.
Yeah, but from head to toe, I don't think that record even is on the books, baby.
You can. I mean, a lot of times you can establish them too. I think what would be a great one for you is the fastest time to have a piece of pizza in all 50 states.
Ooh.
That
you
would
document
be cool.
it. Yeah, then you're on, like a saga, and we're following you.
It's
and
a journey.
Yeah, and then you got to figure out, okay, how am I going to go? Yeah, because there are a lot of states where you can kind of zigzag back and forth, so you cut a lot of time. You just got to find a decent piece of pizza in each of those places.
Well, imagine getting a nice salary doing that, going around testing pizza out and just, I like this pizza. It's great. Go here.
That would be a fun video, too. Just watching the journey and watching you try to cram it into like 2 weeks or whatever you give yourself.
I just know pizza's it's almost like politics. If you bring up pizza, it is going to get people not uniting. It gets them fighting.
Yeah. It can.
It can.
But I think this one, like, who's going to be mad? You're just hitting and run. You go state to state to state to state as fast as you can get.
Mm-hmm.
Don't read the hater comments.
I think it'd be great.
Yeah, just don't read the comments.
Don't read the comments.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Well, in the battle of the Florida sheriffs, we've got a new one trying to enter his name into the clever off that often happens. It was started originally by Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd, who has had some quips. In fact, we just had last week. He likes when somebody gets really hammered. He calls them drunk as Cooter Brown, I believe it is.
Yes, that's right.
That's one of his sayings. Put that on a T-shirt.
He's got to be sitting down writing this stuff, right?
He's got to.
Kind of feels like it. And now, welcome into the fray here from Flagler County. We got Sheriff Rick Staley. He had some jokes after a Jacksonville man decided to go steal nearly $4,000 in meat from 2 separate Florida grocery stores. Heinous Alvarez Reyna, a 30-year-old, was caught on surveillance footage taking beef, lamb, pork brisket, and tenderloin from 2 different Publix locations.
His name is Heinous?
I'm glad you said it before I did.
I'm sure I totally mispronounced it, but when you have a name that's that difficult, I'm going to call you Heinous.
It rhymes with,
Yeah. I think it's the best way to say it.
It's a great way to describe crimes. They were heinous crimes.
He had a heinous crime, yes.
There's some grocery stores, I don't know if you guys have seen it on social media, they're locking up meat.
Yes.
They're
that is a
chaining
thing.
it down.
That is a thing.
Yeah, we're hearing about a lot of people jacking meat. So what had happened, and this is the weird trick here, intentionally dirty. After the theft, he drove to his girlfriend's home, and he finds her in there cooking with another man.
Oh, no. He went to show her all the meat he stole for her, and she was cooking some other man's meat?
He said, I brought home the bacon, and when I did, you were cooking it with another dude.
Dang.
See, these are the kind of people I would love to really interview and get every detail about this whole dynamic of what's going on.
It's fascinating.
It is.
So, apparently, when he saw his girlfriend cooking meat with another dude, he threw away pretty much everything he stole for basically no reason. Well, they had him on surveillance footage, so they're able to go and arrest him later. And that's when Sheriff Rick Staley stepped in. He said, this wasn't just a case of someone trying to meet their budget. This was a calculated high-stakes operation.
I don't know, dog.
I said high-stakes operation. Hello?
I love it.
Is his delivery at least good? I mean, I thought your delivery was great.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. Hopefully we'll get that clip pretty quick.
I need it.
Yeah, it's kind of a big deal. We were talking pizza just a second ago, and people alerted me to this local trapper, Ryan Izquierdo, who decided to use the freezing temperatures here in South Florida to go round up some cold stunned iguanas to make what he is calling Florida Man Pizza, topped with freshly harvested iguana meat. Ugh. Here's a bit of the news reports telling of the story.
Ryan Izquierdo spent the last 48 hours trapping green iguanas across South Florida. And his mission is twofold: educating people online about the invasive green iguana species and having a lot of fun while doing it. He decided to call up his friends at Buck's Coal-Fired Pizza to create the ultimate Florida Man dish, iguana pizza. There's some bacon and cheese, but the real star of the show is the fresh pieces of iguana on top. Ryan recognizes this dish isn't for everyone, but did say it was worth a taste.
Okay, are you going to try Florida Man pizza?
No.
It's not my cup of soda, but I really am curious of people who do eat iguana. What's it taste like? I don't want it. It grosses me out.
I'm not excited. I will try it for the science of it all, just to be able to say, okay, I had it. I have a feeling it's going to taste like gator tail, which tastes like greasy dark meat chicken.
Okay. All right.
I mean, are people listening right now going, yeah, man, I get down with the iguanas?
Are you pumped to eat iguana?
I don't know. I'd like to know. And are they going to continue serving it? I believe Buck's might be in North Palm.
Oh, I think it might be. In fact, I've gotten some emails about that place.
They can let us know. Yeah, is Buck still serving the Florida Man pizza? Jaber says he don't wanna the iguana.
Iguana, that's when I actually start not wanting to bring pizza together.
I hear you.
All right. Well, they say a bunch of honey got recalled because the FDA found an ingredient in it meant to treat erectile dysfunction.
What? Viagra honey?
What is this?
Wow. Can you imagine when your tea gets you erect? It's a weird brand marketing as a way to boost energy. They tested samples and found the active ingredient in Cialis was in this honey.
Cialis is a legit drug that works if you have a problem with anything. And I did not have a problem down there with that.
It creates a problem.
It can if you take any kind of SSRIs or any kind of thing it can sometimes block the feeling of stuff. And then the Cialis kind of blocks the medication.
One medication to fix another medication to fix another medication. Yeah. Oh, the pharmaceutical companies love this.
I can tell you this much, though. It works.
Yeah. Wow.
You got like an 8-hour boner?
I honestly, I'm trying to keep it, PG here, but.
He's picking door locks with it.
Well, it's great when you choose it, but when your honey gets you hard.
You're like, what is going on? I just wanted a cup of hot tea.
Right.
You're right. You should go into that thing knowing what it's going to do to you.
Yeah, that's a trick.
Uh-huh. And another thing you need to know is when you are a field reporter, you got to know when you're live and when you're recording. Because if you think you're recording and you're actually live, you might do something dumb like this.
A roommate I've just spoken to one of the snowplow driver's roommates who says he'd been out here for days clearing this roadway. Damn it, mother. Yeah.
And you can see quickly somebody, you're live, dude. And he's like, he came back with that, horrified, like, oh boy, I've got to get my resume updated and fast.
I'm live.
It's some of my favorite things to watch is hot mic mess ups.
Oh.
Because there are some doozies out there. We might have even been in one.
Yeah, I've been in a couple.
Oh, man, wow. I don't know why this would be happening, but they say that fewer people are naming their kids Jeffrey these days.
Oh, I can tell you why.
How many bad Jeffreys can you name? I've got 2 at least. You got the Epstein.
You
got the Dahmer.
Some people don't like Bezos.
Oh, okay. Yep. There you go.
Jeffrey Dawson. I went to school with him. He was a bully.
I was like, who's that?
All right. It's valid. But we had some people letting us know about the taste of iguana. In case you want a little Florida Man pizza with real iguana on it at Buck's in Lake Park. Buckley told me it's on North Lake.
Have they eaten it?
Has it?
Somebody's eaten it and told us how it is.
Yep. They said, when I worked for the city of Boca with my dad on the golf course, we used to catch iguana and we would eat them. And the best way to describe it and how they taste, it's kind of like the texture of pulled pork, but the taste is very similar to chicken. That's why they call them the chicken of the trees.
I mean, but doesn't that, everyone says that about every piece of animal. Like, it tastes like chicken.
A lot of them, yeah.
Yeah.
But, I'd go for it. Florida Man pizza, bring it on in.
You would eat the iguana pizza.
Yeah. I wanna. Some iguana.
Okay. All right. I respect
would do
that.
So if they want to drop a Florida Man pie off, I'm all in, baby.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
After following Virginia's menopause journey, I'm just wondering if my wife is going through it as well, or if she's just always been this way. Now, she's always been a little flighty. Her mind is just going all over the place. It's amazing. She wakes up when she gets out of bed. She's like a tornado.
She is a doer.
Yes.
She gets a lot done, and you just better get on board or get out the way.
That's it. And when she gets going, it's just like, and I don't even know if she's really thinking or processing. She's just moving. Then all of a sudden, she crashes, and then she'll just out of nowhere fall asleep. And then 15 minutes later, she'll spring back up again, like, kind of like a cold, stunned iguana when it gets hot. She comes right up, and then there she goes off again, and then crashes. And it's quite a thing to watch. And here I am kind of caught up in the mix of all this. And the other day, my daughter had an event. She was at Forest Hill High School. They were doing a home run derby competition, and it was for softball. They're trying to get a new scoreboard, which is amazing. Of course, I want to support that. And so they were looking for people to be a part of the home run derby. I said, my daughter and her friend who actually played at UCF would be a lot better than me. And so they went out there, and my daughter's like, hey, you're going to show up. It was at 6 o'clock. My wife came to pick me up, and we're driving and zip right past Forest Hill High School. I'm like, hey, the high school is right there. She's like, oh, no, I got to run an errand real quick. We go run an errand, and I'm looking at the clock. I'm like, hey, the event started 10 minutes ago. And my wife's like, oh, okay. So we get back in the car, and we zip over to the field just to see the end of the event. And I don't think my daughter was real happy because she was counting on us being there to support and all that kind of rah-rah-ree.
Was Caitlin in the home run derby?
Yes.
Competing?
Yes.
How'd she do?
I don't know. I didn't see it. Couldn't tell you. I have no clue. I would have loved to have seen it.
Huh.
Yeah.
Your wife has always been a multitasker, though.
Yeah.
She's always been that girl that if you get in the car with her, you're making 2 stops, 2 errands at least.
And I just thought, like, in the last, 4 to 5 days, she's had that. Remember that I was telling you the story about the 45-minute experiment, try to get her set up an app on my phone? And I looked at the clock, and I was just like, Kim, will you please sit down to do this? And it would take 8 seconds, and then she'd be right back up, walking somewhere else. I'm like, hey, phone. Hey, can we do? She would sit down for 3 seconds, back up again. I was like, good heavens. Like, I've never seen anything more difficult in my life. And I was just wondering, is this something that you get with menopause, or is this just how my wife is? And I think it's getting worse. I can't tell if it's age or if she's also one of those people that is all into the TikTok. And I can
it's changed her brain.
Yes, she cannot stay like it's just. It's a wild ride, dude. I'm telling you, when I get on the back of that Bronco, you're like, all right, hold on. It bucks. Let me tell you. Does your mind work like that? Is that a menopause symptom, or do I just have a wife that is out there?
I think that could be a part of menopause.
Okay.
Absolutely. I'll walk in a room and not know what I was doing there, and I'm coming downstairs to do laundry, and instead I make a dentist appointment, and then I start gardening.
That's kind of what she's doing.
And I forget all about the laundry, and I'm like, what did I even want to do down? Like,
it's one nonsensical thing onto another, and just if you were documenting her entire day, it would read like a Mad Libs.
I look like a crazy person a lot of times, too. And my husband just looks at me and he's like, are you okay? And I'm like, no.
Right. I'm kind of doing that as well. I'm like, are you okay? Like, what is going on here?
No.
And she kind of laughs.
My mind is racing.
Yes.
And I don't know why. I can't be calm.
Yep. Hers is the same way. She can't be calm. It's just always like manic. It's crazy to watch.
I kind of noticed menopause and gardening really go hand in hand together.
I think it's old, too. It's advanced age and gardening go well, too.
I'm hearing a lot of menopause talk along with gardening at the same time.
But I'll be gardening, and I have, I'm supposed to be meeting an appointment in the front yard, and I'm in the backyard gardening, and I forgot about the appointment in the front yard.
That's very similar to what my wife is. And I just can't tell if that's menopause brain, or if it's just she's done it to herself with the social media, or she's just, that's the way she is. I can't figure it out. I think, because I'm slowing down so much.
She's speeding up, you're slowing down.
We're going in opposite directions.
The tortoise and the hare.
Oh, man, it's just tough. Every day's a wild ride. I'm exhausted. What you got on your mind today, Bird?
Well, I'm changing topics because it got me kind of thinking. You're talking about your daughter, Caitlin, in that softball home run derby. If Denny's, our sweet producer Denny's, got a chance for 100 pitches to knock out a softball out of the park, do you think he could do it?
No.
Really?
No, I don't think so. No, I mean, you got to have there's just a lot that goes into it. And with all respect, I mean, I've tried. I used to do all that kind of like bungo stuff when my daughter was playing. And, I had the form down and all that stuff, was doing a lot of practice. I'm not sure how many I could do.
I think if you had 100 pitches, you'd knock a few out of the park.
I think a few. But, I mean, that was a dude that was practicing and studying the form. I mean, if he just walked up there without any kind of nothing and you were like, all right.
Is he allowed to practice for 1 week and then
if he did that, I would change my answer. I think he would do it. I think if he could get in there, 100 pitches. He
needs a coach.
He'd wrangle off a dinger.
Would you bring Coach Chicken Tender out of retirement?
I could dust that old guy off. Sure. Do you think you could do it?
I don't know.
Are we talking
out of the park?
Yes. High school girls softball field.
Yes. A standard, and I'm not trying to turn this into a gender war kind of a thing, because I think there's a lot of talented softball players out there. That's not what it's about. I'm just wondering, would you have faith in Denny's hitting it out of the park if you had to?
It's a shot. I'm just thinking back to your old alma mater and Gardens High. That was a long fence, man. But they had girls that could take it down like no problem, like pew, bombs.
Denny's could do it before I could do it.
I don't know. You are a very good athlete. And I was talking a lot of trash about the whole ping pong thing. Look, I'm taking that seriously. I think you're not light competition over there.
You build it, and I'll be over there at your house ready to beat your ass in front of your girlfriend.
I mean, I can't tell you how badly I want to destroy Virginia in ping pong.
Yeah.
Winner gets your girlfriend.
What are you going to do with
Kevin,
her?
I need a wife so bad.
Okay, I got
I've been telling you this for a while. I would love to have a wife.
Take mine. I'm tired. I need a break.
I would take her off your hands.
I need a nap.
I would put her to good work.
Yeah, it'd be an interesting experiment if Denny would ever want to give it a shot and we could find the field.
He's got a lot of time.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying. I know he's got a lot going on, but if we ever work that in, it'd be interesting to see.
I am curious, though, to see how your daughter Caitlin did do in the home run derby.
I believe she said she did not hit any home runs. She was not I don't think she ever hit one over the fence. So she was more of a just kind of hit the ball on the ground, get on base kind of girl.
Pete Rose, baby.
That's it. Yeah. That means still scores runs.
Hustle, hustle.
That's it. What you got on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, in just 6 short days, it's going to be a very big night for my family.
Okay.
Wednesday, coming up, Rocco has been chosen to be in the regional spelling bee.
Whoa.
Only 3 kids from his school got picked, and he is so excited.
That's
he just constantly has us quizzing him. So he's like, quiz me. So you just throw words out at him for him to spell. Mm-hmm. He is so excited. I'm so nervous for him. My stomach is going to be in knots.
I got humiliated in my first spelling bee I ever did. It was very public and not very good.
See, I hope that doesn't happen to my sweet baby because he's so excited.
Yeah,
I'm so proud.
I was 8. He's a little bit older. I took it really hard. He's going to do fine.
He's going to be 11 coming up this summer. And I think if he gets eliminated in round 1, it could break his spirit for a good minute.
Okay.
So just pray he gets an easy round 1, round 2. After that, okay, whatever happens. But please don't let my baby get eliminated in round 1 or 2.
Have him come in and take us on. That way he'll kind of get used to being under pressure and having to spell, while he's got the spotlight on him.
I'll tell him you want to coach him.
Oh, don't look at me to coach. Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Kevin wants to take you under wing.
No, he can come in here and compete.
That's a great idea.
You better have a better coach.
I love that idea.
Yeah, bring him in. Let's do a spelling bee with him.
And you have a point. You just don't want to go out on the first round. And that's what I was out on the first round on a very easy word.
That sucks.
I think it might have been apple, and I just blew it. I brain farted, and I'm like, APRQ.
You remember
3.
it? Yeah.
You gotta at least make it to the 3rd round, and then after that,
I was one and done. I blew kindergarten. I spelled like garden, not garten. It was so basic, and I got heckled. It's terrible. Poor performance. It still haunts me to this day. Humiliating. Yeah, so we can't let that happen to your Rocco. Have you ever seen this Marcelo Hernandez? He's on Saturday Night Live, does a lot of the skits on there. A comedian actually from Miami. And I saw this little bit he was doing, talking about the differences in party styles from where he grew up in Miami to where he went to college in Ohio.
I went to college in Ohio. Guess you could say that I studied abroad. I'll tell you this, when I went to Ohio, my biggest surprise were the parties. Because in Miami, when we party, it's all about the girls. How many girls are going to be there? The party tonight is going to be 700 girls and us 4. That's how we like to party. And in Ohio, it's not about the girls at all. It's about the beers. How many beers are going to be there? In Miami, you dance. In Miami, the music is making you dance. And it's not because you want to, it's because the music makes you dance. You're sitting there standing still, and then you hear, look at you. That's 2 in the morning in Miami. 2 in the morning in Cleveland, Ohio. All you hear is jealousy, turning on my daddy blind. The girls are nowhere to be found.
Being from Ohio and having gone to Ohio University and now living in South Florida, he's completely right. There is such a fundamental difference in the parties in South Florida and the ones that they have in Ohio. It's all dude sausage fest. You're right. At the end of the night, it's all guys standing around. All the girls have just, we're out of here.
The upgrade in the level of lady, too, I think should be noted.
Yes.
A Miami lady and an Ohio lady. I mean, just Miami brings that heat.
They do bring that heat. They bring a lot of stuff, and they do know how to party. And it's really just a different attitude with how you party, how you attack it. And yes, they have much cooler parties in South Florida than they do in Ohio.
I played baseball with a guy who moved to Alaska for a while, and he would tell me, man, I can't find any women.
I think the ratio is like 9-1. In Alaska, like it's 9 guys to every 1 girl.
Guess what? He doesn't live in Alaska anymore.
He came back because he was lonely.
Yes.
But if you're a single girl trying to make it happen, a little ladies' trip to Alaska.
But is that a real thing, or is that just something that you hear?
I've heard that multiple different times.
I mean, he wasn't lying to me, so in his situation, I believe him. But is that really the hot take? If you go to Alaska, is there really not that many options?
I don't know. But if you're a single girl, go find out and report back to us.
Okay.
That might be overwhelming.
Not for some girls.
Yeah.
I got some in the booty crew that could take it on.
So I'm curious, what is the coolest party that you have ever gone to? What was going on? What was so cool about it? I think for me, there was a buddy of mine that I work with when I had been in New York, and he was running this video channel. It's called The Box. And it was like an all-request video channel. It was trying to compete with MTV at the time. And this was like in the mid-'90s at this point.
I remember that.
It was in Los Angeles, so I was living in Fresno. I drove down and I went. And it was very cool. It was a nice little setup and, some kind of like small little theater type of thing. And he brought this group out. He's like, you're going to love these guys. And so these 3 people come out in these army fatigues. It's 2 guys, it's 1 girl. And they're like, we are the Fugees. And I was like, the what? And he's like, yeah, it's like refugees, Fugees. And he's like, they're going to be huge. I'm like, all right, if you say so. And I'm like, they're pretty good. They're not bad.
Wow.
And then I looked over and there was this girl named Carmen Electra. And at the time, she was just so hot. And she was with, at the time, she was dating one of the guys in Cypress Hill. Do you remember that?
Yes.
And so they're hanging out, and we're all kind of sitting together. And I don't know what happened, but for some reason, he got up, was going over, and he was talking to some of the guys from Belle Biv DeVoe. And she sat on my lap, and I'm like, this is the best party ever. Now, thankfully, he didn't kick my ass because I don't think I was threatening because he knew like there's no way he could ever land Carmen Electra.
That dork.
Yeah. But I was just like, this is the best party I've ever been to in my life. It was fantastic. I've never been to anything as cool, I don't think, since then. So what would you say is the coolest party you've ever been to, Virginia? I know you like elevated events.
I do. So easily, the coolest party I've ever been to was Elton John's Oscar party.
Okay.
There was a sponsor that we had on the radio station at our old station, and he did this whole trip with his company where we got to go on this trip, and I took a listener with me. Mm-hmm. So we had hotel, airfare, everything was included. And the Elton John Oscar party was hands down the coolest room. I met Jamie Foxx, Betty White, Simon Cowell. I met Hayden Panettiere. I met Miley Cyrus was underage at the bar, running around drinking. Like, there were so many things going. Perez Hilton was there. Like, I met so many people at that party.
That's pretty cool.
This is awesome.
Yeah, if you ever somehow get to, and it's kind of interesting being the nobody in a somebody party.
Yeah. I felt like Hayden Panettiere and I had a moment.
You did.
I was like, I feel like she wants to be my friend.
You can see all the celebrities trying to avoid the nobody so they don't get, kind of locked up in conversation and somebody cool walks by. So the whole night they're pinging away from you and trying to find the cool people.
I was sitting with Kimora Lee Simmons for a second, talking to her. I think I did an interview with her and just asked her all about her life. Like, when are you ever going to be able to meet all those people in one room?
Yeah. It's cool to be in that situation and get an invite. Mary hit us up on the app. She said the coolest party I ever got to go to was in my hometown of Chicago. It was Scottie Pippen's 33rd birthday party thrown by Michael Jordan.
Wow.
Held at Duda's. So many ballers are there, including Kelly. My friend said, stay away from Kelly. Everyone knew he was bad.
Oh.
Okay.
Kelly.
Yeah,
Jim Kelly?
I don't know. I don't know who Kelly is. Yeah, so if you've got a party like that, you can let us know. The one party I would always love to go to because they have the best guests. Have you ever seen the Clive Davis pre-Grammy party that they have?
Yes.
I mean, the dude's so connected in music and always has been. And he gets the biggest names to be at this thing and sing. In fact, I saw he was talking about Bruno Mars. He invites Bruno Mars every year, and that's the one person that will not show up at his party.
Really?
I don't think he knows why. He says, I invite him every year, but yeah, never shows up. Talking about the coolest party that you had ever gone to. And we got an email from Mary, and she had said hers was in Chicago for Scottie Pippen's 33rd birthday thrown by Michael Jordan. And she had said Kelly was there. Like, Kelly, I think she forgot the R. And that would make sense. R. Kelly is from Chicago.
R. Kelly.
Yeah, I said my friend said stay away from R. Kelly. Everybody knew he was bad.
Yeah, stay away from R. Kelly, girl. Best advice ever given.
I had heard a story about him that there was a radio station there. I think it was B96. And they had discovered him. I think he was homeless and he would sing on the streets, and they invited him up to sing on the radio. And that's kind of how he got discovered. And they're like, yeah, this dude can sing.
I think I do remember that story about him.
Yeah.
That could be a drinking game called I Have a Story About R. Kelly.
Yeah, right. That's going to be the only nice one. The other ones are a little bit more dirty and stanky. Aaron is on here from Jupiter. You say you went to a pretty bomb-ass Halloween party one time, Aaron?
Yeah, they used to hold these Halloween parties at the Addison. A friend of mine hosted them, and they were like, it was like you were in a movie set. Every room was different. They would have the bar and dancing in one room, and they'd have a fancy dinner in the other, and everybody got dressed up, and they'd have a haunted house in another room, and it was just gorgeous.
Yeah. I can imagine the Addison is an amazing place, and they throw some sick parties around here. They really do. I don't get invited to enough of them, but man, they got some good parties that I hear about.
Yes.
But never attend.
One of the best parties I've ever been with was with you.
Yeah.
We were at Dr. Feelgood's, and it was a bit where we just went to the bar and went on social media and said, hey, we're going to pay for the first 50 people's drinks. And what ended up happening was people came. Yeah, they were pretty sloppy. And what I thought was awesome was that our competing morning show, The Buzz.
Yeah.
The snack pack played with them. One of the guys, we both collaborated on stage.
That was great. That was an
fun.
amazing night.
That was, because I think radio wars are stupid.
I do too.
It was cool to,
Got no beef with them. Somebody texted and said the best party I ever went to was the Vanilla Ice house party you guys threw. It was actually at a house. That thing was wild.
That thing was wild.
The first one was wild.
Off the rails.
The first few were wild.
1 and 2.
1 and 2 were I mean, lawsuits happened.
Yeah.
One was fun. The first one was fun. The second one, that got a little weird.
Yeah, somehow we got away with the first one without there being major problems.
Well, I think we got sued.
They caught up with us at the second one, yeah. That's why we did not do that any longer. Well, this time last year, Publix was the big dog, number one when it came to customer satisfaction. But Publix has now been dethroned on that same list from the American Customer Satisfaction Index. More than 30,000 Americans have moved to the top. Trader Joe's.
I knew it. I knew you were going to say that. And I have gotten so much crap from people saying, Bird, you've talked crap about Trader Joe's. You need to go back and do the work. There's great sauces there.
They do have nice people that work there, too. They really have friendly, helpful, look you in the eye. How can I help you? Like, they really care.
That goes a long way.
They just don't have enough items for me. The store, at least the one in Gardens, is too small.
I found myself just walking around 19 times.
It's a lot of processed food, too, just saying.
Oh, well, that I love.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the whole middle section is all frozen foods and a lot of processed stuff.
Yeah. They're bigger than I thought. They've got 600 locations in 43 states, and they've actually been around since 1967.
I think they have a hook, too. Everyone always talks about the wine deals
The
there.
wine deals are special, yes.
It's like a Red Lobster cheddar biscuit. They're kind of hanging there, and I think that's brilliant marketing.
They have like a really decent bottle of wine, and it's like $4. You're like, whoa,
right.
what?
Yeah. My wife and I have taken that option.
Yes.
We enjoy it.
Look, when you're on a budget and you need a cheap buzz, that is the perfect place.
And they have a lot of screw-off caps, which is good to do when you're on the go.
I think it's good wine, though. I think people like it.
I've enjoyed it, yeah. I don't know what a good wine tastes like, so I can't compare. But
I know. I don't think.
Is it wet? It's good.
yeah, good for me. Yeah, they knocked off Publix. Now, it's not by a lot. Now, here's how they rated them. I guess this is out of 100. They got Trader Joe's now at 86 points, up 2 points from where they were last year. Publix has stayed the same. Trader Joe's just got better. Publix is flat at 84.
Okay.
Just 2 behind. Costco is at 81 points, and then you've got Target at 79. And then also in the top 10, Sam's Club, Aldi, and Whole Foods.
Yeah, Whole Foods. I'll take a $49 salad. It's a cautionary tale. Be careful when you go to the hot bar. It might surprise you how much it is.
You better have a thick wallet.
I had a thick salad, and I was not expecting. The cashier felt bad for me because she saw how sad I looked.
Well, we know you can't pour light on that dressing.
Now, I asked KVJ TV what their favorite grocery store is. It's not even close. Not even close. It's Publix. 63% of the vote goes to Publix. Aldi has now slipped into second with 18%. Trader Joe's in third with 12%, and Whole Foods all the way down at 7%.
Aldi does have good prices. I will give it to them on that.
Okay. I heard Aldi's got good frozen pizza.
Yeah, they do have frozen pizza. I've never had it.
Okay. All right. Well, you get some options.
I'll do the work.
Get in there. Go try it out.
Well, we've got more KVJ coming at you. It's going to be on what we call the After the Show. It is on demand, but it's also live, too, on YouTube and Twitch, Instagram, Facebook. We're at all those platforms. But you can watch it on demand as well later on Spotify. We have it there. And, of course, it'll also be on demand on YouTube. Before we get there, Bird, if you would, time to wrap us up with your thought for the day.
The past can teach you, but it should never be allowed to cage you.
Oh, that's good.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.